Madam BP, what a historic day.
Historic day. Bronx Borough President Vanessa Gibson here at Bronx Borough Hall. We were so proud to raise the African Union flag here, just to affirm 61 years of the African Union, of all of the great contributions that the African community has made to our Bronx and beyond. We are so proud to represent the largest population of African families that live here in the Bronx, that work here, that raise their families, that are part of the fabric of our community. Culture, diversity, heritage, from the food, from the dress, to everything that the African diaspora represents. We are all one Africa, and I'm so proud to represent that here in the Bronx. And for the first time in our borough's history, we're officially raising the AU flag. And that's historical in itself, but it also affirms that the African people are a part of our community. They're here to stay. They are just the story of the immigrant community. We all have an immigrant story of coming here for the American dream, of working hard to raise our families, putting our children in great schools, and being business owners and entrepreneurs. That's what the African community represents. So I am proud to serve as borough president. So proud to work with so many of our partners, including our African Advisory Council, African Communities Together, the Peace Coalition, the New York City Commission on Human Rights. We've had consulate generals here from Morocco, from the Ivory Coast. We are so proud to represent those from Ghana, from Gambia, from Liberia, from the Ivory Coast, from Nigeria, from Mali, from Guinea, so many different parts of the African continent that are right here in the Bronx. And for that, we are so grateful. Our strength is in our unity. And when we are united, we are powerful, we are better together. And I firmly believe that. So while we raise the AU flag today and we affirm the important contributions of the African community, we are proud to work with the African community every single day. So while this is the first flag raising, it will not be the last. So thank you so much to all of our leaders and to my team. We say thank you. And to all of my brothers and sisters of the African diaspora, thank you so much for what you do for the borough. Thank you for your contributions, your impact, the difference, the legacy that you make. And we look forward to building a better and brighter Bronx for all of God's people.
So now you just raised a flag that represents 54 independent African nations in a city that Africans used to be commodities auctioned. How do you feel as the first female Afro-descendant borough president raising the flag of independent nations in a city that your people used to be commodities?
I feel emotional because it's a long time coming, and it's a recognition of so much that the African community has endured, from trauma to discrimination to racism, and it means that we are overcoming our past, we are celebrating our future, and we're looking forward to even more opportunities to grow together. There should be no difference between the African community and the African American, because we are all from the African diaspora. We are all our ancestors' wildest dreams, and we are our brothers and sisters' keepers. And so we have to recognize we have so much more in common than we do that could ever divide us, and we have to realize that our strength is truly our unity, and we are really better together.
Madam BP, the theme for the Africa Day this year is about education. Tell us about the importance of education in the Bronx.
Education is the gateway and the pathway to a brighter tomorrow for our young people. There is nothing greater than investing in education. It's the greatest equalizer that we could ever invest in the borough. We believe in the pathway of careers, of college pathways, of making sure that young people have the best when it comes to quality education, whether it's public education or private education. We've invested millions of dollars in our public schools in the Bronx across all districts, including D75 and D79, because we want to make sure the scholars have the very best. You can't talk about the challenges without delivering something. So when we talk about access to technology, robotics, coding, computers, when we talk about life sciences, engineering, when we talk about tech, our young people are doing that, and they're showing their promise and potential every day. All we have to do is give them a door and an outlet of expression, of opportunity, and they will show us who they are. And so I'm proud that this year's theme focuses on education, because it is our hope for a better tomorrow.
Last but not least, tell the world what Bronx represents.
The Bronx represents opportunity. The Bronx represents hope for a better tomorrow. The Bronx represents resilience and fighting the good fight, being knocked down many times but always getting back up. The Bronx represents perseverance. The Bronx represents promise, potential, new opportunities, a new renaissance, a rebirth. The Bronx represents the very best, the fabric of a better tomorrow. We are a borough of opportunities, a global destination, the greenest borough, the birthplace of hip-hop, the home of salsa. We are the home of the African community, of the African American, of Latinos, of Muslims, of Christians, of Jewish residents. We are a borough of so much, and every day we strive to provide opportunities for every resident and every family that lives in this borough, because our goal in this year, we want more in 24. More opportunities, more programs, more jobs, more economic development, so that ultimately all of us can achieve economic prosperity and pathways to the middle class.
Madam VP, congratulations and happy Africa Day.
Happy Africa Day. Thank you so much, everyone.